What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. This is another video here in my braces journey. I'm just over a weekend, and I will tell you, things have gotten a lot better. Now, if you've seen the first video where I shared my day before thoughts and the day of getting braces thoughts, you kind of would know what I was expecting to go through. If you haven't seen that, please be sure to check it out. And for all my new viewers, if you're coming through this channel and you enjoy this video as it goes along, please consider subscribing as I continue to go along this braces journey, as well as if you find this video entertaining, I appreciate giving a thumbs up, and then let's chat in the comments below. So anyway, guys, I want to talk about this first week. The first week of having braces, if I could sum it up, okay, it sucked. I mean, my mouth hurt the entire time. So here I am in my 30s, and I knew there was going to be some pain. Oh man, it was rough, all right? So let me recap some of the days for you. Now, you guys already saw about day one. Day two was by far the worst for me. You know, I felt like there was so much saliva constantly in my mouth, getting used to the brackets. My lips started to kind of get a little sore, but not too bad. I think they were just kind of annoyed with everything going on. But my teeth felt like they were gonna fall out. So day two, I still didn't have solid food at all. I think I had some soup, but I just really drank the broth because the noodles and stuff, it just was not an enjoyable experience. So day two was rough. That was on a Friday, and I went to bed by 9:30. I was out. You know, I took some ibuprofen because when I tell you it was sore, I was trying to sit there and use my hands to massage my gums to ease some of the pain. I sat there with an ice pack. It wasn't a toothache throbbing type of pain. It was just a constant hurt. If my teeth touched, I was ah. So that was day two. Day three, you know, I finally was able to get some more solid foods. What I had for brunch that day was scrambled eggs. I cut up some, deli ham and mixed that up with the eggs. And I had oatmeal and a banana. And I was able to get it down. Now, it took me a while, about 20 to 30 minutes to eat. That was expected, right? Definitely teeth were absolutely sore, even though the food was soft. And, I will tell you, all right, I definitely do my best to brush after each meal. But man, that day, so that was day three, flossing hurt really bad that night. Flossing is a painful process this first week, but I knew I had to get it done. And I'm going to go over some of the things that I picked up to help out in this process. So that was day three. Day four, a little better. At day four, honestly, what started happening was that I started to get these sores in my mouth from the brackets or whatever, the hooks on the bottom and top towards the back. I started to get some sores in my mouth. It just, I don't know, it just felt like it wasn't going to recover. Now, part of that may have been that on, let's see, the third night, okay, I had a live DJ set on Twitch, and so I was on the mic quite a bit, talking to people in the chat room and whatnot. So that was probably the most that I've talked with braces since I got them. So maybe that kind of had to deal with it. I still was had a lot of saliva going on. It was weird. I got to know, I was man, there was constant saliva in my mouth. That was that day. Day five, the lips were definitely raw on the inside, so I had to use wax. And I will tell you that wax is your best friend, and it's definitely my best friend. This is the stuff that I got from the orthodontist, but you can pick up anywhere. If you were gonna have braces, they don't give you any at the office, or they give you some, don't be afraid to use it. Just start using this stuff. This is, my go-to for when I go to bed. Put some of this on, and it's great. It does a world of a difference. So I definitely need that on day five. Day six, my entire mouth was just irritated. My teeth still hurt. I had a headache from it because it just it was the same feeling for 4 or 5 days. So it was bothering me. So I was taking ibuprofen, and I kind of felt I didn't want to talk to people at work. We ended up getting some, what was it? It was Buffalo Wild Wings. And so I got some of the boneless wings. And it took me forever to eat it. I had to cut it up. I took it easy. I'm not trying to break any brackets in this process. But I will tell you, my mouth hurt. After that, I just kind of wanted to sit at my desk and drink some cold water to try to make my mouth feel better. Now, another secret I will tell you, I'm not a big sweets guy. Now, I do love my ice creams. I love my chocolate chip cookie dough. But I didn't go get chocolate chip cookie dough because, you're chewing on that I mean, it's a pretty hard cookie dough, and I'm still like getting used to the whole let me eat right with the braces thing. But I did get a pint of vanilla ice cream, and I pretty much ate the whole thing just because it felt so like satisfying. It really did make my mouth feel much better. And then after that, man, finally after like day 7, my mouth started to feel more normal, like I was used to it. What was going on? You know, there wasn't as much saliva. I felt like, you know, going to bed and waking up, like my mouth felt the same. Going out, talking with people, like it felt good. So finally, after a week, it's starting to feel normal where I'm not like, oh shit, these are braces. When it felt uncomfortable, I'll tell you, is when I was out socializing with friends. Like I'm still not used to smiling and talking to people. Like it feels weird. Like I think I'm trying to hide it, and it was like real awkward. I was DJing this event. One of the athletes at this event, I went to take a picture with him, and I did this like half-hearted smile because I didn't want to like be cheesy with the braces everywhere, you know, because I'm getting used to it. And instead, I did this like half smile, and it just looked creepy. So we had to take another one. I just did like, you know, the straight face, something like that. But anyway, that was awkward. So I'm still getting through that phase of like understanding that I've got these. They're going to be in my mouth for like another year, year and a half. And I just need to accept that I'm going to be smiling at people with these big, you know, I don't even know if they're big or beautiful, but they're brackets. Like I've wanted braces, I got them. So I should not be afraid to smile in front of people like I am doing to you now. So that was kind of like my weekly recap. Now, some tips and tricks that I will tell you right now. First thing, and I already kind of mentioned this, use the wax. I'm telling you, this stuff will save your mouth. If I would like, I know people talked about this, but my lip, you know, nothing, my gums, nothing was bothering me the first few days. But if I would have got ahead of it, like this may have been better in the process around like day 4 or 5. Like I should have used these earlier instead of waiting till like, you know, it hurt to eat and stuff like that. The next thing, this is like my saving grace when eating at work or whenever, just to kind of help me clear out just whatever, like right after eating. So it's these Proxa brushes and these small ones that I really like because, boom, you could just like bring one with you and supposedly they last like 5 days, you know, and then you throw it out. They're like antimicrobial or whatever, antibacterial bristles. So this is great because you don't really need a mirror. Like these things are soft so you can feel around and clear out the food that's like bothering you before you get that opportunity to go to the bathroom and maybe like look and pick it out and then brush your teeth. Like I brush after every time I eat, just bring a toothbrush and stuff with me to work and just knock it out. The next thing, now I will say, I'm not 100% bought in on these things. I guess in a clutch, these are good. And if I didn't want to spend some time using like, you know, the flosser, platypus orthodontist flossers, like you've probably heard about these if you're getting braces. I definitely recommend getting a pack or two. I've only used maybe a handful of these, like I said, like in a pinch or at work when something was bothering me, but I still prefer to use the regular floss even though that takes forever. But this works as well. So those are like key things that have helped me through the process. Now, the next thing that I don't have with me that has been like a saving grace, I mean, I actually enjoy using this thing every evening, is the water flosser. Put some more water in it. I add a healthy cap full of Listerine, and I, you know, go to town on cleaning out the gums and the teeth. And I think it feels really good. So I got this water flosser kit at Sam's Club, and it actually came with the battery-powered traveling kit, which is great because I travel quite often. I got some trips lined up, so now I don't have to worry about my oral hygiene. So if you like this video, please feel free, hit that thumbs up because I appreciate any support you can give me. And if you haven't subscribed yet and this is your first time coming, please consider doing so you can join me on this trip through my braces journey. I'm in my 30s, I'm an adult, and I'm finally getting it done, and I'm excited about it. And I will, you know, let you guys know how it's going each week. I've got DJ gigs, I've got production opportunities, and so I'm working through it. All right, so I hope you guys continue to stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.